Hey Sean.
Hey!
What are we doing today?
Today, we're getting in our essentials bag.
My name is Sean Kennedy, and I am the fucking man. Today, we're going to be going over the use and modification of the Reputer personal computer, also known as the Matsucom on-hand MC120UG wearable computer. It comes in a box which you purchase from Server. The actual item itself costs about $120. When you get it from the box, it comes as follows. Outside of the box, you will get your charger, which is actually not a charger. It is going to be for your link up with your PC. This is the actual personal computer itself. It comes with a handy-dandy polymer container, which holds multiple batteries. It ships with batteries inside of the case, and also comes with batteries inside of here. For $120, it's quite easily met. We also have in here your manuals, which go with, and associated software to be installed on your personal computer. Once you receive the item, first thing you need to do before you do anything else is you've got to get rid of the strap that comes with it. The strap that comes with it is garbage and dangerous. The best way to do that, you take your strap, take a pin. Take the pin, you insert it in a small hole in front of the strap here, as such. Pin goes inside the hole. You will feel a hard space. That is the pin that holds the watch strap on. Press down, give it a fiddle. Don't come aboard it too hard, because this thing is kind of, it is plastic. Parts of this item are made in Japan and not in Taiwan. That becomes very apparent when you're actually looking at it, because it seems a lot more solid to me. Get one piece off, put it down. Don't worry about taking the parts out yet. You'll get to that. Second piece, put it in. Use your fingernail as a hammer, otherwise you stand a risk a chance of hurting yourself. There we go. Those go in. Okay. Next thing we do is we want to extract these little pins. Pull the pin in, pull the pin out. Pin moves out on one. Leave the other one in there for now. We'll get to that in a second. Now you want to do this on a blanket or something where you can make sure you're not going to lose it, because if you let this go, this is where it gets a little tricky. You've got to take this, close this in here, put one in there, and then you got to kind of nickel and dime with this. Now you could use a screwdriver or your fingernail. I don't know how much you can get, but you got to kind of force that back in. Now if you let it go, it'll pop out and the spring will fire it off, so you got to keep it down on a down angle, otherwise it'll take off on you. You'll never see it again. Get this, that in there. One side, make sure, give it a little wiggle, make sure it's pretty solid. Take your second piece, pop it out. Now you could either throw away that personal strap, that's not the WOG thing to do. The WOG thing to do would be to take this personal strap, return this strap back to the box, because you don't know what's going to happen with your kit. You may damage your watch strap. This gets attached to your keychain. Keychain comes out, throw it on. Now you've got your data with you at all times. Turn that to your pocket. You then acquire yourself a watch strap that has a cover over top. Military watch straps have a cover where that covers over the face of the watch strap. The problem with the Reputer with the watch strap they issue you is it leaves this massive face open for scratching. If you're doing anything, working around concrete on the street, this watch face will get scratched. So you want to make sure you protect that. The best way to protect that is to get one of these military watch covers. The way they install on this particular one, normally you have to run it through a little loop or whatever. This one here is all Velcro. Put it through. Now you want to make sure, because there's an IR module on this, and that IR module has got to be pointing out so that if you're holding it on your wrist, you can make sure it's pointing away from you. Don't put it on backwards, because that would be embarrassing. Okay, after you have the unit installed inside your watch strap, you want to make sure you sanitize your watch strap. Close it up, make sure that everything fits before you begin modifying the watch strap. Put the watch strap on your wrist, take it, wrap it down. Take a look. You'll see now that the face of the Reputer is actually covered. It's safe. You got your timings, no problem. See it, lock it back down, it's good. This way, if you're moving, running around, doing whatever, you happen to get into a confrontation or an altercation of some type, you're not going to wind up damaging your watch. The end of your hand is basically your tool to the universe, okay? So whatever is attached to your wrist is going to be subjected to some serious wear and tear. The importance of a watch and why you need to carry one should be obvious, but I'll touch on it very briefly. The only thing we have as free people is control of our own time. When people take away the control of your own time, you are no longer free. At that point, you are a prisoner. Prisoners are taken, they are told what they do, they do not choose what they do. This is the essence of freedom. Now, if you are a free man and you have a watch, there is nothing you cannot accomplish by managing your own time to accomplish goals which you set in your own parameters. It is for this that a man should be judged by his watch, and the gadgets that he uses and is affiliated with that will enable him to complete his goals. The Reputer is by default right now, at the cost-effective margin I'm able to maintain, the best watch you can purchase. As well, this particular watch strap is made by Mil-Spec. It was a $6 watch strap. I'm into this watch here for about $135. Yet what I have is a personal computer that fits on my wrist that enables me to track all of my scheduling, all of my time, all of my expenses, and let me live how I choose. Now, you may not wish to have the advertising of the Mil-Spec brand on there. You have purchased this item, therefore you can modify it as you see fit. You see that it fits your arm well? Great. Now we're going to sanitize the Mil-Spec watch strap. Sanitize any equipment. You want to take and remove all labels and identifying marks. The military started this tradition for recon operatives who are working overseas and in regions where if they were caught they wanted to deny all country of origin. You remove all labels. The process was known as sanitizing. Therefore they cannot get information about what base you came from, who you're working with, who you're working for. Threads on Cordura are your enemy. So what you need to do, you got to be careful because it's right on the edge of Velcro here. So you want to protect the Velcro as much as you can, but you got to burn that. If you leave frayed threads out, frayed threads will wear away and can eventually damage things. Now this is a label, so it's not so bad, but just to demonstrate, to show this, you take yourself your lighter, which you must always have as a WOG, turn it on, flame proof, the butane ones, just burn that right in like that. Easy fix. Now you've got a melted seal, perfect, will not fray. You won't have those annoying threads kicking around, and now you have the sanitized watch strap. The uses and deployment of the Reputer personal computer are far too complex to cover in this short video. Do a search through server using any variety of search engine. You will be able to find all the data you need. As well, there are many free programs which enable you to utilize already off-the-shelf software to control your own time and your life. Also, it would be useful if WOGs could come up with some piece of coding software to be entailed for our usage. That would be fine, but at this time of this recording, it does not exist. After you've determined that your Reputer personal computer fits you, you can now interface it with the rest of your life. Docking station for the Reputer personal computer is designed to work with any laptop. I'm going to be using an older laptop, which I acquired for $600 used. So you pop open your back. You can either choose to screw it in or not screw it in. I actually prefer to leave them unscrewed. This way, if this becomes bumped, it has a greater chance of just coming off versus breaking your PC. So you want to actually keep the screws undone. That's my own personal viewpoint. You can go from there. Now with the new watch strap, in order to install it onto the docking station, it goes underneath the watch strap. So this goes up, comes through, and down. This little button here pops up, and the 3 pins, that's your docking port right there. Your 3 pins come in. You want to make sure you keep these clean. If these become dirty, you use a pencil eraser to clean them. Okay, don't be using any solvents. Don't put any liquids on this. Okay, you also want to be aware the cover will provide you with additional moisture protection, but to provide additional still, you may wish to use some sort of a moisture agent on the outside like a Scotch Guard or Nick Wax or any of the brand names out there designed to make your equipment waterproof. Now from here, it's a relatively simple matter. That is all it is to install. Once you have that into your docking station, you install the software that comes with and you are able to work with your unit on the fly. Furthermore, if you were to just keep your disk with you and you didn't happen to have the laptop, it's not a problem because all the data is completely stored on the Reputer. This is a standalone entity. It is important you know that. It is hard to do data entry on its own. The laptop exists purely for data entry, but once you have configuration, you'd be able to run any kind of operation you want with all the technical know-how you need, surely from this wrist-top device. This concludes my lecture regarding the Reputer personal computer. My name is Sean Kennedy, and I am the fucking man.
Hey Sean, what do you think about cops?
Police are not your enemy. The truth of the matter is that most police officers begin their day much like every other person, trying to get to the end of it in one piece. Police officers are generally good people. They didn't become cops because they wanted to be dicks. They became cops because they wanted to help people, because they believe in society. What do you think about cops? General rule, cops. Good, bad, should WOGs be, how should WOGs deal with cops? WOGs are doing stuff, cops come up, start talking to WOGs, ask WOGs to leave even though they have no right to ask the WOGs to leave. What do you think of that whole thing? Like, how do you think, are the